I was like, wait, if she's gatekeeping, it's some money over here.
We're establishing these platforms and these communities to be the GPS or the shortcut to show these entrepreneurs that you can do this.
I can teach you a million things right now, and you can quit tomorrow because it's not going good. So I tell people, done is better than perfect. Just start. Start now and perfect it later. You think somebody's gonna break in your house and be like, oh, she made custom items, give me some. No, you have to make yourself visible on these free platforms. Content is what's gonna get you to the next level. A lot of people mess up right there because they want it right now. Give me the money right now. But you need to be making money on the back end. We try to teach from where we at right now. I teach from where I used to be. Dropped out of high school, 12th grade. I made t-shirts. Let me show you this part.
What are some challenges that you faced as being an entrepreneur, and some obstacles or some roads, some hurdles that you had to get over?
Oh my gosh, I would say...
Welcome to another episode of Access Granted, where I give you exclusive access to entrepreneurs that are killing it in their industry. Y'all, this next guest, I've been trying to get on the show for months because I know she's going to drop straight fire. Cause where you been at? Where you been?
Girl, popping, baby. Thank you so much for having me, Coach K.
How are you?
I'm awesome.
I am so excited to finally have you. I have been following you on social media in your journey for so long, and I just know you have so much information and value to share.
I do.
So for those who are watching, tell them, who is Crafting with Cassie and how did you get started on this journey?
Thank you. So my name is Crafting with Cassie. I teach creatives, call them crafters, how to turn their skill into digital income. So I teach them how to actually make the handmade gifts such as t-shirts, tumblers, anything you can custom make. But then I teach them how to turn that into digital income, whether it's through design, templates, ebooks, courses, masterclasses, all of that good stuff. But I started back in 2017. I was going through a tough time, right? Here I am in my 30s, done got evicted for like the third or fourth time. I don't even know how long it's been. And I was staying with my sister. So I'm stressed out, going through my little depression stage, but I got 2 kids at the time because I did drop out of 12th grade, had 2 kids by the age of 18. So I'm already feeling like a failure, like, oh my God, so I'm staying with my sister, and you know how sometimes you go through stuff, but whatever you go through can pass on to your kids because your kids can feel like what it is that you're going through. Mm-hmm. So I started seeing my son, acting out in school. He wasn't doing too good. So I said, hey, son, do you want to play recreation basketball? It's not a real basketball team, but just something where you can get your mind off of things and help you cope with whatever we're going through, because we stay in a 2-bedroom apartment. My sister got 3 kids at the time. I got my 2 kids. My mama staying there. It's only 2 bedrooms, okay? So I put them in this basketball recreation, and they started playing basketball, him and my daughter. And one day the coach came to me and said, hey, we're going to be going on these away games together, so we're going to need everybody to buy these hoodies. They're going to be $25. I couldn't afford it.
Wow.
Who got $25? So I reached out to my brother, and I was like, hey, do you know anybody who can make us some custom hoodies? Because I can't afford that. So he reached out to what we call a crafter. I didn't even know there was a such thing as crafters then. I just wanted affordable hoodies. So she charged like $15. She made the hoodies. We go back to the basketball game, getting ready to go on the away games. And the coach like, hey, wait, we don't even want the hoodies we got on. We want those hoodies. I'm like, oh, it's money in this? I'm like, okay. He's like, can you make them? I said, give me a second. I'm going to let you know. So I reached back out to the crafter at the time. I said, hey, can you show me how to make these hoodies? Because I'm going to get to the bag, And guess what she said?
No.
Respectfully.
Wow.
I had to get it out the mud, so you do too. She said, there's tutorials on YouTube. There are classes on YouTube. Go over there and learn just like I did. And I was like, wait, if she's gatekeeping, it's some money over here. So I went straight to YouTube. The only thing about YouTube, it took me a year to learn. That's one thing about trying to master it on your own versus like investing in mentorship or other people that's doing it already. So when I went to YouTube, it took me a whole year to master. I was making the t-shirts, but to master the selling, the marketing, it took me a whole year. But when I mastered it, it was all she wrote.
Oh, wow.
It was all she wrote.
I love that. So, there's somebody watching this right now, and they might be going through hardship. They might feel like, their journey is over. They might have got evicted, and you took that pain and that struggle, and you have turned it into $1 million, multi-million dollar empire.
Crazy.
Just from learning a skill and
Such a teacher. Like, what?
And deciding that it was time to make a difference for you and your family.
Yeah.
I love that for you.
Yeah.
We share a similar story, which a lot of people don't know. So you said you reached out to somebody and asked them for help to start your business. And when I started my childcare center, I reached out to somebody. There was a young lady in my hometown who had several childcare centers. And I was like, and we grew up together. I was like, let me reach out to her. She's killing it. I know she gonna help me.
Ooh.
She was like, yeah, call me on Tuesday. Tuesday comes, she didn't answer. Oh, girl, I got busy. Call me back next week. I called next week, didn't answer. And finally, she just stopped responding. So I know what it's like to reach out to somebody to help, but I love that as coaches, we are not gatekeeping.
That's
and we are establishing these platforms and these communities to be the GPS or the shortcut to show these entrepreneurs that you can do this.
You can do it too.
That no matter where you are in your journey, no matter how long, what your vision is, what your story is, what your background, that there is money out there for you to be made, but not even just the money, the change or the shift in your life that you need. So I love that you are teaching that information. And I also want to say thank you because I have a sister who is super talented and creative, but our family members, they don't listen to us.
No.
They have to hear from somebody else. So I enrolled my sister in one of your programs as a gift.
No.
And she has been killing it. So my gift to her was I think it was a holiday. I think you did like a Christmas special.
Challenge or something,
And so I'm like, girl, listen. You won't listen to me, but I got somebody you gonna listen to. So I enrolled her in your challenge, VIP or platinum. And then for Christmas or her birthday, we actually purchased her all of the tools that she needed to actually do the crafts.
You're the best.
So I'm like, girl, you ain't got no excuses. But
at all.
In exchange, I need all my stuff for free.
Right. Make all my custom items for the free. That is amazing, Coach K.
But, so there's so much out there. So I just want to say thank you because you gave her that push that I couldn't give her. You lit a fire in her that I couldn't light. So I just want to thank you for that.
You are
so if
welcome.
I am watching this, there's somebody out there watching this and they see entrepreneurs or they see you on social media and they see people killing it and making, graduation templates and birthday packages and they want this. They want to get started. How do I even start? How do I even tap into this industry and start making some additional money?
First, I would say mindset.
Okay.
Because I can teach you a million things right now, and you can quit tomorrow because it's not going good. So I tell people, done is better than perfect. Just start. Start now and perfect it later. So definitely the first thing I would say is join community. Like that was one of the things that I did. I got around other people, like-minded people that was doing what I was doing and just built off of them because they was willing to help. So get in the right communities first, really big. And, not get in there to be intimidated, but be inspired. Because if they can do it, you can do it too. So I would say first, mindset, and then join a community. Like, don't buy no supplies because you can go invest in materials and all of these different equipment, and then end up you don't even like it anymore. But now you don't got an LLC, you don't got all these, and now it's just sitting there collecting dust. So get in the rooms first, because most of these communities they teaching live for free. Like, and see if you even like it, and if you feel like you like it, go for it. Definitely go for it.
That's good. I think that community piece is big, and I think that's what most people are missing.
Yes.
Because that community is that somebody you can like lean on when you feel like giving up, or hey girl, I'm making this shirt and I can't figure out which vinyl to use, or whatever the advice is that you need. You have that person you can kind of lean on.
You do.
And I love that coaches are establishing these safe places in these communities. To be that push or motivation and just have other people to be on the journey with you, because everybody doesn't understand being an entrepreneur
at all.
And you can't share your dream and vision with everybody. So now you have a circle that you have built, a family that you have built outside of your norm that can kind of be on that journey with you.
Yes.
Do you have a community as well?
I have a large community.
Yeah, okay.
Matter of fact, I got a couple of them.
Yeah, you have a free community as well.
I have a free community, yep, and then I have the rest of them is paid. But my free community is the biggest one. It's about 115,000 crafters over there.
Wow.
Yeah.
So 115, we're just talking about the free community.
Yes.
115 lives that you have impacted.
Yeah.
This is not just about.
Ooh, I didn't think about
that. This is 115 people who you have showed them a skill, a craft. To some of them just probably just doing it as something on the side,
as a
hobby. But there's probably several. I actually had a conversation with somebody that was at one of your masterminds, and I think she quit her job.
Oh. I get a lot of people that quit their job. They get their own storefront. They have their own like real business. Like they don't hire their family.
Yeah.
Like that's what I be saying. Like people be looking at crafts or t-shirts like, oh, it's just a t-shirt. Like, no, this, like you said, this t-shirt has built a multi-million-dollar business. And my goal is to make sure anybody that's following behind me, if I can do it, you can do it too. That's my motto. If I can do it, you can do it too. And I literally show people the exact steps I took, the blueprint to get them there.
Wow. So let's get this access granted. Let's give them a little bit of access because, now I'm in, because my sister ain't, she ain't quit a job yet, but we don't get it there. What's my 3 steps? How do I really tackle this and dive into just being a crafter and getting started?
I would say, this is my C code method I created, right?
Okay.
So I would say first figure out what is your calling, right? Because a lot of us will get into these communities. Somebody's making t-shirts. Oh, I want to do that. Somebody's making tumblers. Let me do that too. Like you got this, shiny object syndrome thing going on. So it's like figure out what is it that you're good at and that you really want to stick to, whether you got a niche down to only doing t-shirts, niche down to doing party favors, niche down to doing graduation custom items, but niche down in the beginning, figure out what your calling is. And the main thing, I'm going to give you a lot of C's, okay? You ready?
Okay, I'm ready.
You have to create content.
Ooh.
People are scared of that.
Somebody's like, nope, never mind.
Right. I don't want to do it. Like, people feel like, I be telling my students all the time, you think somebody's going to break in your house and be like, oh, she made custom items, give me some. No, you have to make yourself visible on these free platforms. Content is what's going to get you to the next level. Number 3, you ready?
I'm ready.
When you create content, right? So say, for instance, you create content of posting about the grants or the business credit. What do people ask in your comments?
How?
That's called what? Curiosity. That's the 3rd C. They curious. How did you do that? How did you make that? What do I need? All of those curiosity questions turns into our 4th C, creations.
All right.
It's time for you to create something. And not just create something physically, digitally, okay? Because I teach them, don't only stick with making custom items because that's gonna slow down. People don't buy t-shirts 24/7, 365. But how I grew in my business, I learned how to pivot. So when it slowed down, when the world was evolving, they didn't want t-shirts anymore, I started teaching the t-shirts. Then I started selling digital products around the t-shirts. Now I have a high-level mastermind around teaching people how to take their skill and do the same thing I did. So when you create that offer, can I keep going?
I got
a lot going on right here.
This is for you. I'm loving it. It's access. I'm loving it. Keep going.
So when you create that offer, right, you got to create what we call a freebie. This is a complimentary offer. A lot of people don't like to give nothing away for free. They want to pay me, give me my money, give me my worth, or you're not my customer. That's not true. If you go in the mall right now and you go through the food court, who is the only restaurant giving out complimentary teriyaki chickens?
Yep.
Because they know when you taste it, what's going to happen?
You're going to want to buy it.
Give me the whole plate, okay? So I teach them that in their business, offer something for free. You don't have to be the big blueprint. It can be, if they get in my students' inbox and they say, hey, I seen you make that t-shirt. What did you use to make that? That supply list, that can be the complimentary freebie that you give them as a digital product. But it's really not, it's free for them, but you're going to make money on the back end because if you give them the links to the products, to the supply list, it needs to link to your Amazon affiliate account. So I teach them it's still money regardless, it's just not front end money. And a lot of people mess up right there because they want it right now. Give me the money right now. But you need to be making money on the back end. Whatever you're doing now need to be making you money on the long end. Because right now money, that's too quick. It can be gone. But if you get some long money, stay long with me, Coach K.
Long. I love it. I was reading. I don't remember what I was reading, but there was a book, and in the book it said, give people something so good for free that it's almost impossible for them not to want.
What's that paid information?
What's next? If you gave me this for free, what else do you have for me?
Yeah.
There are people who are just they're sitting on a gift and they're sitting on a talent, and they don't realize why their business is not growing or scaling. It's because one, they probably have it just they're not targeting the right client or the right people, but 2, they're afraid to just share value and information.
Gatekeeping.
Every week I post grants. So on Mondays I say 5 grants you should apply for this week. They have a deadline coming soon. And people are like, you are crazy.
What?
You're
For
giving
free.
them all
For
of these
free.
grants to apply for this week. I'm like, but guess what? When you go to the website and you look at these grants, you're going to say, how do I apply for these?
That's curiosity.
And guess what you have to do? You got to come back to Coach K.
There we go.
Because you got to know how to apply for these grants. I'm going to give them to you, but you got to come sit next to me so I can show you how to apply for this grant. So that's why I created this community, because I can give it to you for free, but now let me guide you through what to put on these and what to put on these questions and how to apply and how to get funding. So listen,
you understand what I'm saying.
I get exactly what you said.
Those are the steps.
Yep.
Easy peasy.
Yep, I love it. But there's an entrepreneur watching this right now that feels like they can't do this. You know, we always have that doubt. There's always that little piece of doubt that keeps the person from going to the next level or giving them that push. What advice do you have to the person that's watching this and they're like, you know what, this ain't for me?
Change your environment. Because the reason you thinking like that is because of the people you hanging around. The people you hanging around are making you feel like your ideal is so minute. Who want to buy T-shirts? Who want grants? So now you start thinking into like, dang, who would want T-shirts? Because I felt like that too. So you got to get around the right people that's, you know, where you at or where you're trying to get to. So again, join the right community. That's what I talked about in the beginning. You got to get around the right community, around other like-minded people. So the more they grow, the more you grow. So I would say if they are feeling like that, that's why, because that was me. I only felt small because the people around me thought small. I didn't think entrepreneurship because the people around me didn't think entrepreneurship. I felt like I was gonna work a 9 to 5 the rest of my life, grow old, be in a nursing home, because the people around me, they think like that, and they only think like that because that's how it's like a generational thing. Mm-hmm. So when you see that happening, you got to figure out, do I want to be different? Okay, let me go get around the right people, because obviously I'm gonna have to be that first generation break. I'm gonna have to figure it out on my own and then come back and let them know there's a better way. There's a bigger way, you know?
That's good. That's good. That's me, right? So both my father retired early, but my mom worked for the same company for she, you know, ended up scaling her way up in the company, but she worked for the same company for years. Wow. And I was finally able to retire my mom, but I had to pull her teeth. I had to show her financials for her to like, girl, I got you. Come on.
That was me too.
And she would not budge because, I mean, she knew that she was going to work for this company until she couldn't work anymore. So I think that, you know, that's a big piece. And she was like, you sure you want to do entrepreneur? She cried when my job terminated me for teaching this information.
What?
She cried. She was like, what are you going to do? I'm like, I'm going to keep teaching.
Right. Say less.
So now she's at home, like luxury. She like, oh, okay. Now I believe in you.
Yes. That's what I'm talking about.
But being able to retire my mom, this information is so powerful that a company terminated me for teaching this. Like grants is so powerful. It's changing lives.
It is.
And that's why I love teaching it. But the journey hasn't always been good, right? So I think as entrepreneurs, you know, they see us on social media and they see us highlight, you know, the 6-figure months, the wins.
Right.
What are some challenges that you faced as being an entrepreneur, and some obstacles or some hurdles that you had to get over?
Oh my gosh. I would say one of the main things that really like bothered me was when I did build my own community, I started trying to bring other people up with me. Like, hey, come with me, you come too. But everybody don't, like you say, they don't want to be an entrepreneur. They rather just work for people. So I did that, started giving them access to like my audience. Like, hey, I'm gonna show you how to teach, how to go live, how to build your own community. I'm gonna give you my audience to kind of like, you know, teach them so they can come over to yours. And they actually started trying to be a me. It was like competition. Like the people that I was like, hey, we gonna all grow together. It's like, wait, I'm not growing as fast as her, so let me try to do what she do and take her people. But I'm giving you them already. But what I really love, I tell them all the time, people don't buy products. They buy you.
They buy the person.
It don't matter who do what I do. You feel me?
Yeah.
I know nobody don't teach the way I do. People tell me that all the time. Like, the way you teach is so fun and entertaining. It's not that boring. Okay, y'all, turn to page 3. Like, you make learning fun. So I already knew like what they was doing. I was like, it's not gonna work, and it never worked. So that was the main thing that bothered me. Just the people that I thought was close to me, my friends, like we was gonna always be friends. But I realized that when you get into another tax bracket, or when people think you're supposed to be where they left you at, they can't grasp with the fact that, wait, oh my gosh, she's literally growing, she's glowing, and I feel like she's gonna leave me. So let me try to. So that was really rough for me, because you know I thought we gonna all grow together. Like, that's what I would want. But then I realized, like, wait, it's lonely out here in entrepreneurship. Like,
Yes, it is.
people don't talk about that, though. Like, why nobody didn't tell me, you know?
But what I love, and your personality, I drew to it as soon as I met you in person.
Thank you.
That smile and just your bubbly personality. But you are such a girl's girl. Like,
I am.
Yeah, you was like, girl, listen, we sharing information.
Yeah,
this
we
is what
would
works
take
for
it
me.
note.
This is what works for me. This is what I'm doing.
Yeah.
And I think that's what it's about. I think a lot of times when we see other entrepreneurs, even though we're not in the same space, when we have something that's working, people like to gatekeep and they like to hold it and they don't like to share it. But if this is working for me and I can show you how you can make a couple of extra thousand and then I can make a couple of extra thousand from what you're doing and what you're learning, both of us win.
Yes,
Right?
definitely.
So I think that was just so powerful when we met. It was just kind of like, this is what we doing and this is what I'm doing and this is what you should do. And I think we pulled in wit and, she used and leveraged some information as well. So I just want to say thank you for that as well.
Thank
because
you.
everybody's not like that in this
At
space.
all.
There's so many mean girls.
But you see the community we're in, like we're both in the same circles, but I wasn't like that in the beginning. So once we joined the right community, like I said before, now we meet people that's on our level. Like you said, it's not gatekeeping.
It's a normal conversation.
Yeah.
So share your wins and the struggles as well. I love this, and I love that you are just sharing so much value and so much information.
Thank you.
When it comes to digital products, I want to tap into digital products a little bit because I personally think everybody should have a digital product.
Definitely.
I think people are just sitting on a gift. Whatever people call you for, whatever people question you about should be turned into an ebook.
Yes.
And entrepreneurs, we are just, a lot of people are just sitting on that gift, and we can use AI to create and draft this digital product in Canva.
So much.
But you're the digital product queen. So I want you to share just a couple of gems on just creating and drafting a digital product and why I should even have one.
So I would say because I'm going to speak to creators, I'm going to speak to crafters, like you said, it just, whatever that thing is that you're good at. Like if somebody's calling you, asking you for help, if you're posting content, somebody say, how did you do that? You can turn it into a digital product, but you can do it through Canva, super duper easy. Canva got pre-made editable templates. All you got to do is add your information, upload it as an editable link or a PDF, and you can put it on the website. Now, the main important part about digital products is you got to have the right website. Mm-hmm. If people go to Shopify, they think, okay, I made my first sale. Like I told you in the beginning, you want to play for the long end game, right? But Shopify, you got to download all these different apps just for it to do what you needed to do. I didn't know about this when I first started, but now that I know now, it's like my digital product business had gone crazy, okay? So I got a Go High Level store and a Stand store. Both of those stores, when I upload whatever free or paid digital product, it upsells them to the next thing, right? So even if I gave you something for free, you're going to come in for free, but you're going to leave buying something. Mm-hmm. A lot of times people just, hey, here's the free thing. Go download it. Ooh, I'll send you an email later. No, I'm going to give you something for free, and in 3 minutes, I need to be hitting $50, $100 from you, you know?
Yeah.
So if you give them like a free supply list for whatever you do, you can, after they add it to their cart, you'll give them what was called a one-time offer. But I'm only going to give you this one time at this price, at this time. You got to get it now. Like, you got to make people feel like there's a sense of urgency, because if you make them feel like you can buy it next year, they're going to wait the next year. Mm. So you got to say, like, get it right now. And it need to be something that complements the free thing. You can't get them a supply list on T-shirts and then you selling hotcakes. Like, it don't mesh. I can talk about this for days, because I tell my students, y'all are so good at so many things that you're good at nothing. Mm-hmm. Figure out what it is that you want to focus on first for at least the first 90 days. Once you master that, then add on to it. But don't be, oh, I want to sell T-shirts. That's slow. Let me go do party favors. That's slow. Let me go do taxes. That's slow. Now you're just jumping all over the place. Mm-hmm. So if you give them that free supply list, you add it to the cart. Well, they're going to add it to the cart. You're going to get them a one-time offer on a bundle. So maybe it's going to be a price list, a content list, a caption list, anything from ChatGPT like that complements what you gave them for free. We're not going to stop there. After they add that to their cart, because they came to your website based off of content you posted, but they want what you got. So we got to give it to them. My coach, Myron Golden, he always says, give them the offer and give them more offers. Don't just, okay, here's that one thing you got. People don't know what it is that you got for sale unless you offer it. So now that you give them the one-time offer, when they put that in their cart, we got to upsell them. You can, because you wanted to learn how to make a T-shirt. I gave you the T-shirt bundle, ebooks, blah, blah, blah. But everybody learns differently. Some people like to read. Some people like to watch a video. So that upsell is going to be a how to make a whatever video. Whatever it is that you're good at. It don't have to be T-shirts. Whatever you're good at. Now we got to upsell them. Now, Here's where the real money at. When you get a download, right, and you get an email, a confirmation email, what's in that email? Just your download.
Just your receipt. Yeah.
Why? It need to be a link. It need to be the download, but give them a link to your free community. A lot of folks just want to do paid communities. The money is in the free community. You got to get people to know, like, and trust you first. But also the free community, they're going to join because I told them to, but once they get in there, they're going to stay because of the people that they networking with. So now everybody in the free community that they join now has all bought some type of product from you. But now you came in because you got the freebie, but other folks have bought the course. They bought the digital paid product. They bought the classes. And they in there showcasing their work. Oh, look what Coach K made me get. In the free community, I probably didn't have the money to join the paid community. But now I'm in the free community like, oh, Coach K helped me get this grant. Wait, where can I go buy it at? So now when they see one person do something, they don't want to feel left out.
Right.
So you getting paid by default just by putting all these people together where they got a free download, a paid download. But now they're going to start buying because they seeing everybody else getting, success from it. And that's just the free community. Now, can I keep going?
You can keep going. This is good. This is good. I'm like, wait a minute. Why I don't got a free community?
You don't have a free...
I have a free community, but it's not public. Like you have to... We'll talk about it.
So we're going to get this today.
Yeah,
okay?
we're fixing that today.
Yes.
Okay.
Like, girl, when they join my community, that's how I got 115,000 because now by default, they telling their other friends, ooh, come join. There's people over here posting their products because that's what's called social proof. You don't want to get them in a free community and people can't show what it is that you're really doing for them. So I don't teach in my free group. I used to, but now I have other teachers in there. When they go live, they do what they call like an engagement live. Like, hey, I need everybody to go ahead, post everything that you've made from Coach's products, whether it was digital or class, post it in the group by this certain time, midnight, and we're going to put y'all in the giveaway. Everybody's posting their stuff like, okay, I made this with Coach Digital ebook. I made this with Coach Class. But the people, when they post and the people that's in the group is like, wait, let me go get that class now. So now it's like the sales are coming in. So now when they go to get that product that the other person got, I'm finna upsell them. So community is just so, when I tell you like, it's so crazy. So, okay, I can talk about this for days. So now, you can tell, right?
It's good. It's good. I knew you were going to access. You're giving them access.
Hey, so now when they in the community, my teachers also do what we call like weekly engagement posts. So they might say like, hey, this is Motivational Monday. This is Why to Not Wednesday. This is Share Your Wins Wednesday. So when people start engaging up on these posts, they start asking more questions. Remember we talked about curiosity. They still curious. They're not just curious one time when you set them that whatever. Now that they in your program, in your free group, and they seeing everybody else get stuff, I'm curious about that now. How did that happen? How did that happen? So when I created my free community, people started asking, well, you taught us how to make t-shirts, but I seen her post a Tumblr. I seen her set up her website. I seen her get her LLC. Where can we learn all that at? I had to create what we call continuity programs. Because this is where a lot of folks mess up at. You want to sell everything as a one-off product. Hey, buy this class, buy that class. Get them inside of a monthly membership where I'm going to provide you everything you already asked about. You asked about this. But I'm going to put it in a monthly membership where you pay me every single month. And when I created that paid membership, that was, I think, right now it's at $199 a month. I got over 1,700 students there.
Wow.
Now, I had 2,000, but they churned. I'm going to get them back. So they give me $199. But then those people started saying, well, thank you for teaching us the crafts, how to set up a website, LLC. How do we start our digital product business off of the crafts? Great question. Let me create another paid group. You don't want to give that first free community, that first paid community so much.
That is nothing else.
Yeah, like, because then, like, how you going to get them to ascend? You want them to be able to get to the next level and the next level. But if you put in everything in this one program, when they want to learn something else, they're going to be like, oh, I ain't got to pay nothing because she put everything here. So this specific program I got is only pertaining to crafts. Because you got to, this is how I say it. When you create these paid communities, don't, how can I say it? Don't give them too much too soon. You got to start them from where you started at. So if you, in the beginning, before you learn how to really do grants, whatever level you was at, you want to teach on that level for those beginners. And then you want to have a price for those people. A lot of my coaches tell me, oh, you need to charge high ticket, high ticket, high ticket. I have a $47 course, a $199 course, a $2,000 course, and a $10,000. But if I only sold 10,000, I'm leaving money out for the people that can afford 47. But if you give them this $47 membership offer, you're gonna groom them to where they now can afford the $199. And then those $199 people, you're gonna get them so many big results. They now got the money to pay your $2,000. And then those people that got the $2,000, you can get them into the $10,000 program. But you gotta lead them from where you started. We try to teach from where we at right now. I teach from where I used to be.
Ooh, that's
Dropped
good.
out of high school, 12th grade, didn't know how to get where I made t-shirts. Let me show you this part. And by default, this community is now asking about this, and I create a product every time they ask something. So what else you want to learn? Okay, new membership. Like what?
That is
easy.
Good. That's powerful. Oh, that's good. And I love that you said that because in my community, I teach entrepreneurs. I think so many entrepreneurs, they want to have, they hear the 7 streams of income. So they go out and they do 7 things, thinking that's what they're supposed to have.
Yeah.
And I'm like, you're wearing yourself thin. One business can have 7 streams of income. So now you got a product, you got a service, you got an ebook, you got affiliate links, you got a paid community. So you have 7 different streams of income within that one business. And this business is generating you the income that probably more than what those 7 companies that you would have done. And now you still have time for you.
Ooh, yes.
I think that's big. What are some things that you do for you as to keep your mind, just stay sane and stay, going and driving and being able to show up for your community? What are some things you do for you?
I'm going to tell you. This is different than a lot of people might say, but what I do for me is spend time with my kids.
Yeah.
Like that's that thing for me, because when I became successful back in 2020, I hit my first million. And I wanted a family again, because remember I had 2 kids by the age of 18, so I couldn't really raise them because I was going to school. When I dropped out, I was working full time. So my mom was watching my kids all the time, my godparents. So I really didn't spend the time or be the mother I really wanted to be to them. So I felt like I was kind of like, I kind of cheated them out of being the parent I wanted to be. So when I came into money successful, now it's a whole different type of lifestyle for me. I'm not struggling. I'm not, like I said, I'm not going through all I went through with the first 2. So I prayed to God, like, God, can you please, I want a family. At this time, me and my husband had divorced, but we ended up getting remarried.
Okay.
But we both thought we couldn't have kids. So, but I'm praying because we was trying and it was not happening. So we ended up getting pregnant in 2022. I'm like, oh, we got our baby, we got our family, we got our high rise, our penthouse, we got our cars. Like, we got everything now, because you can have everything in the world and still feel like it's something empty. And for me, I wanted more kids, because my first 2 kids, they was grown. They 22, 23 out the house. So I wanted that family. And we got pregnant in 2022, and we lost the baby. Like, we literally went in. We went in, and we went to go see what the gender was. And the doctor basically said there's no heartbeat. And I've been carrying this baby around like it's just, that's why I hate that they do ultrasound every 3 months. Like, we need to know what's going on now. So we stopped trying, and then in 2023, we got pregnant again. So now we like, okay, I'm finna be on bed rest all year. Like, I literally in the bed. I'm going live from the bed. I'm not moving. I'm going live from the bed. I'm on bed rest. And now I'm going to, it was an ultrasound place called Little Bellies. I get to go there every week now to check on my baby. And he was growing, doing so good. I ended up having him in November 2023. And then in 2024, we had another one. I was like, wait a minute. He said, be careful what you ask for. You think you want a family, not just, what I'm saying? So now I got Jacoby. I got my 2 on the 2. And that is they are my world. Like, just waking up to them every day, because digital products have allowed me to be a full-time stay-at-home mom with my kids. Unlike I could do with the first 2 kids, I had to work and do all this. Now I can wake up to them, go to sleep to them. We be on vacation together. I'm still making money with my digital products, my community, my membership. Like, that's why I be trying to tell people, like, you got to get into digital. Whatever you're doing, you got to turn it into digital, because digital products have afforded me the lifestyle to be that stay-at-home, full-time mom I've always wanted to be. And that's my getaway. It's not a getaway because I'm with them all the time, but that's what I love. I don't care for clubbing. I don't even club. I don't care for partying, and if I can't do it with them, I don't even want to do it.
You on vacation
I
with your baby.
almost didn't come here because I couldn't bring the kids.
That's why you've been running from me.
Right, because I'm like, I got to get the car seats out, but no, for real. Like that, they are my world. So
you're on vacation with your baby, phone dinging from
yeah,
sales, and
still
I
sales.
love that. You kind of breezed by something that I want to go back and touch. You said you made your first million when?
2020.
Tell me how.
It was so I didn't know none of what I knew now. I didn't know about systems, automations. I didn't even have a website. It was none of that. Well, I had a website, but not like a website that sent them through a funnel.
Right.
But it was a community.
Really?
When I created the product, I started a free community, but at that time I was going live, like just showing them how to make a t-shirt. Because remember I told you, I don't know, I think I breezed by that. I did. So in 2017, I started making the t-shirts when the girl told me she wasn't gonna show me.
Right.
2019, I quit my job full time to make t-shirts full time.
Wow.
But that's when I realized people don't buy t-shirts all day. So me and my son, because at the time my daughter went to her dad, we got evicted. So we had to go move into a hotel efficiency from the end of 2019 to middle of 2020. And then that's when COVID happened. So I'm in a hotel. Why did you go? Why did you come back? Why did you do this?
Sorry.
So I'm in
Your
a hotel.
story is so powerful, though.
Thank
It's
you.
so powerful.
Okay, so I'm in a hotel. We evicted, and I'm 30 something at this time. I'm still in my 30s. I think I'm like 35 at the time, and I'm just like, in my head, I'm like, I cannot get it together. Like I keep getting evicted. First, I had to stay with my sister in 2017. I get my own place. Now here we go. 2 years later, I'm evicted again in a hotel. So I just feel like a failure. Everybody around me, I felt like outside looking in, she ain't gonna never get herself together. So I'm really depressed at this point. My sales slow. Nobody's buying t-shirts. What am I gonna do? The efficiency costs like $200 a week. We gotta put gas in the car. We gotta eat. Like, so I'm in the room like, God, this can't be life. So I don't even want life at this point. Like I'm like done. Like I'm done. My daughter already done moved with her dad because I couldn't take care of both of them. So now I just got my son, and girl, like literally, oh my gosh. I'm sitting on the bed, so I'm already thinking of how I'm finna take myself out. Like, this finna be easy, but I need my son gone. So I look over there, because we had like a 2-bed hotel. I'm like, Nari, because he was sitting on his bed playing the PlayStation. And my son's name is Narian. So I'm like, Nari, you want to go stay with grandma real quick? I'm going to come back and get you this weekend, because I already know I'm not going to do it while he's here. I need him to be gone with somebody that can take care of him.
Yeah.
He's going to be good. So in my head, I'm like, if he say yes, he want to leave me, I'm really a failure. My daughter already not here. I'm finna lose my son because he know I can't get it together. Like, that's confirmation for me to just take myself out. So I was like, Nari, you want to go stay with grandma while I get myself together? I said, but I'm going to come back and get you. And I feel like it's something about your kids, girl. It's like they be knowing. It's like he knew, girl, because he was like, no, Mom, I'm going to stay right here with you. And I'm like, Nari, I said, we evicted. We ain't got nowhere to go. Like, we don't even know how long we're going to be in this hotel. He was like, nope, Mom, you need me to go get something? What you need me to do? He was like, I'm not going nowhere. It's like I feel like he knew if I leave my mama, I ain't going to come back to my... Yeah, I'm not going to see her again. And girl, when he said that, it was just like, okay, God, what I need to do? I can't give up. Like, I got to get myself together. And girl, it was just like, I don't know, just like it just out of nowhere, it was like, go live. Mind you, by this time, I'm not even a content girl. I'm like, what? I got a side tooth missing. My other tooth chill. I'm finna go live, and these folks finna see me for who I am. Like, I don't want to turn on my camera and let them look at my insecurities. Then I'm in a hotel. How am I gonna go live from here? So, girl, I called one of my craft friends. I said, make me a backdrop. So she made me a backdrop, girl. I put it behind me so you couldn't see my hotel beds in the back. And I went live and said, hey, y'all. Like, I'm on live like I ain't going through nothing. Like, you would have thought I still had that bubbly personality. I didn't look like what I was going through. You would have never told. I'm like, hey, y'all, who ready to make a t-shirt today? And that's when...
Wow.
Literally, like, they was getting on live. Everybody started telling people, come join this girl community. She teaching free classes. I just learned how to make a t-shirt. And the group just started growing. And they started asking questions. Now I'm like, wait, y'all want to learn how to do this next? I'm finna start a membership. I said, how many of y'all, if I start a $25 then, a $25 a month program, I was like, who will all join? We sold out. I think we had like 300 people instantly that was like, I'm ready to join this program. So we did the program. Of course, we were selling other products, but yeah, in 2020, going from in a hotel at the beginning of 2020 to now I'm retired. My mom too. My mom's retired. I got my first warehouse. We moved into a house at the time. We didn't buy it, but we rented it and did my first $1 million. Never came from money. My mama had 7 kids. We from the country. Never had entrepreneurship in my family. That's why I'm telling people, if I can do it, man, you can too. It's crazy. It blows my mind to this day. Like, girl, I could.
I love.
Why did you take me there, girl?
I love your story.
Oh my God.
I absolutely love your story. I always love when you tell you, because there's so many people that can connect with you. There's so many people who are, they're sitting there. They feel like giving up. They want to do it. They don't have the drive. They don't have the passion, and they don't even know where to start. I think it's important to know, for people to know that, we didn't wake up multimillionaires.
No.
There's a journey, and there's some hardship that we went through to get to this point. And I love that you openly share that.
You took me there. You a great host. Look, you know how to pull it out you,
That's part of access granted. Well, so how do they connect with you? How do they join this amazing community and just become, if I'm watching this and I want to become a crafter, I want to make some extra money, or even want to make this a full-time thing that I do, how do I connect with you, and how can you teach me more?
I would definitely say follow me on all platforms first, Crafting with Cassie, because I want you to follow my content to see if you like my teaching style, to see if you like what I put out there. And then if you like it, I'm going to send you through a funnel. We just talked about it. I'm going to have you join my free community, try to upsell you on a couple of digital products that you're going to need as a crafter. And then the main thing, y'all, because I tell my students now, when you learn how to craft, don't stop at crafting. Crafting was my gift, but teaching is my calling, y'all. Like, literally. Once I learned how to teach, once I started selling digital products, once I created my own memberships and courses and classes, that's where the real money started coming in at. So that's my main thing that I really want you guys to get to. But I want you to start off as trying to figure out what your skill is. So if you want to learn how to craft, definitely come on and join the free community. But if you want to learn how to, turn that skill into digital products, create your own program, do all that good stuff, definitely click the link in her bio or click the link below and join my free masterclass, Passion to Profits, to learn how to do that.
All right, you guys, this has been another amazing episode of Access Granted. I am super excited about this episode and all of the amazing things that Crafting with Cassie has coming up. I know you guys found value in this episode, so make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.